Can you set an entire garden up from scratch and still get an epic harvest in just 30 days? It sounds aggressive, but it turns out the answer is yes. I couldn't even believe it myself. We did an amazing epic garden transformation over in North Carolina with one of our creators, Meg, whose neighbor just didn't have a great garden, and the results will kind of shock you. Meg, what you doing here?
I don't know.
Just hanging out? You should be in North Carolina, like showing us this transformation, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you? This is an epic garden makeover.
Ever since I moved here and started my own garden, my neighbor Menchie and I have been trading fresh veggies for her classic Filipino cooking. Ever since she introduced me to sinigang, I've been completely hooked on Filipino cuisine. Menchie does have her own garden, but it's essentially just a large square bed that's enclosed on 3 sides. So she has to physically climb into the bed to access it. Not ideal. So yesterday we ripped everything out, and today we are building her a brand new raised bed garden. Plus, we are fully planting everything out, and then we're gonna come back in 30 days to see how everything's grown, and hopefully Menchie will get her very first garden harvest. We'll see. But first, let's go over the design plan with Menchie. Hey, Meg! Oh my God, I'm so excited. I know, we're giving you a garden today. Just to tell the audience about us and how we're friends. We were neighbors first,
Yes.
friends after, and we've been neighbors for about 6 years now.
That's correct.
But you've lived here a lot longer.
Yeah, I moved down here from California 2001.
What are you expecting today? Like, what are you hopeful for in your brand new dream garden?
Every time I go to your garden, it's like, I wish I had one like this, you know? Now my
You're
dream
gonna
come
have
true.
one like it today. Everything that's going into these beds today is made by Fox Farm, who's sponsoring this makeover. It's what we trust, it's what we use, and why this garden's going to thrive. All right, Menchie, so we have the plan finally after doing a little bit of Tetris. We have decided, well, you have decided on kind of this quadruple bed layout here. Let's talk about sun, because this is such a prime spot for a garden. Like, you have an amazing full sun spot.
Yeah.
We were out here at 8:30. The sun was already hitting. So this is perfect to grow whatever you want. Any kind of full sun stuff,
Sounds
which is what we're gonna be
good.
planting. We're planting summer stuff, tomatoes, peppers, eggplants,
Flowers.
flowers, herbs, everything. So now what we need to do is do a little bit of leveling. So we're just gonna dig in the sides of the beds that are a little high. Let's go and start layering this in the beds.
Okay.
All right, the great thing about cardboard is that it's compostable. It's also weed suppressing. And so it'll kill the grass, stop the weeds from coming up. And then it also improves your soil. Like, we're recycling our shopping,
That's
right?
true.
Like, that cancels out,
Yeah.
right? Next step, we're gonna really drench these with water.
Okay.
And this just like settles it down. We don't wanna put dry dirt on top of dry cardboard, because
Yeah.
then bugs might move in.
That's true.
So let's go over to the hose, grab that, and then it's ready for soil.
Okay.
All right, these beds are officially ready to fill up with soil, so let's go and grab it. All right, here's our big pile of gold. We've got a raised bed planting mix. We've got Happy Frog potting soil. We even have some soil conditioner, and we also have a bunch of fertilizer.
Oh, wow.
So this is Fox Farm's new raised bed mix. They actually didn't make this
I know.
for the longest time, and I was like, Fox Farm, I wish you would make a raised bed mix.
Yeah, I've never seen one like this.
I know, it's brand new, and it's so good. All right, after you finish kind of like spreading this out, we are gonna get the hose and just water. I like to water in layers just because the soil settles.
Yeah.
If you fill a bed with totally dry soil, when you get to the top and you start watering, it's gonna sink.
Oh,
So if you like do it in layers, it just makes sure that you're truly filling your bed. I like to leave kind of like this little lip open, because we're gonna be topping with mulch.
Okay.
And like quite a bit of mulch, because we're in North Carolina. The heat is like insane, and so we like to add a nice thick layer of mulch here.
Okay.
And that just like helps you not have to water as often. All right, Menchie, this is soil conditioner. We have this poor little rose bush here.
I know.
I think it needs a little pick me up.
Okay.
And that's exactly what this does for your in-ground perennials.
Okay.
So it contains mycorrhizae. Like I said, it's like fungus that interacts with the roots, and it helps everything grow. and it's got humic acid in it. It's got all this good stuff. This is specifically for topping up your existing plants or even your existing vegetable garden, just to give that soil an added boost. So what we're gonna do is just take some and put it around the base of your rose. And then that's gonna give it a little pep in its step. Now when you water in this rose, it'll seep into the roots and it'll give your plant a little pick-me-up.
Okay.
Before I plant anything, I always take a minute to think about where everything should go. Taller plants like tomatoes belong in the back so they don't shade out the smaller crops, so I like to pay attention to how the sun moves across the garden and then use that to my advantage. So tomatoes like to be planted really deep, and so we are just gonna dig a really deep hole. And then hold on before we plant it. I have a little trick that I use in my own garden. Fox Farm sent us their tomato and vegetable fertilizer. So we're just gonna do like a little sprinkle of this right in the bottom of the hole. That way the roots are gonna like immediately uptake this nutrition, and it's gonna go ahead and like send your tomatoes into hyper speed growing. There we go, that's your first tomato. For the cucumbers, I like using an A-frame trellis so they grow up instead of taking over the whole bed. Then that leaves room for something fun like melons to spill out naturally and sprawl. For peppers and eggplants, I group them together because they're in the same family, they grow about the same pace, and they're just great companions. So Menchie, I've got these grow bags. This is where you're gonna plant your blueberries in.
Okay.
And I love grow bags because instead of your plants getting root bound, when the roots grow and hit this surface, they air prune off, and that's so much healthier for the plant.
Okay.
And also you can move them. Say your plant's not getting enough sun, you can pick it up and move it around, or you don't like the space anymore. It's just like such a perfect container.
Yeah.
And I got you the best part. I got you these pink lemonade
I've never had one like that.
blueberries.
Pink?
They're pink.
Oh, wow.
So they're actually like pink berries. You want them to set up camp here, right?
Yeah.
All right. This is a great location because it's full sun. Blueberries love full sun. Let's start by putting in some of the Happy Frog in these bags. So now we're gonna add some of this fertilizer. And this is for acid-loving plants from Fox Farm because they don't just sell soil. They also sell like the most amazing fertilizers as well. So we are gonna sprinkle this around and just mix it into the top layer of soil. Perfect. I think it's ready for a water in. And then we're gonna top it with some mulch. Okay. All right, Menchie, I think that's good. You wanna go ahead and plant your pomegranate as well? All right, so here's your beautiful pomegranate.
How tall that's gonna be?
They get pretty tall, but it really depends on how you prune it. And also, since you're growing this in a container, it's naturally gonna be smaller anyway than if you were to plant it in ground. We're gonna plant this in a 15-gallon grow bag as well. First, Menchie, I forgot we're gonna add some of the fertilizer. So Fox Farm sent over a different fertilizer. The fruit and flower from Happy Frog. Because pomegranates, like, they don't need quite as much acidity as blueberries do. And this has microbes in it that really just activates the life in the soil. And I love how your hose is just gonna easily reach across your whole yard.
That's true.
So much better, huh?
I like planting a few seeds in each spot just in case one doesn't sprout. We added okra, yard-long beans, and bush beans because they're easy to grow, they're really prolific, and they're really great for cooking. And every garden needs an herb bed close to the kitchen. I grouped rosemary, chives, and mint together so they're easy to grab when it's time for Menchie to cook.
Okay, Menchie, this is the last but the most important step when you're planning out a garden, and that's mulch. It, one, keeps the weeds out, but more importantly, reflects light, and it's really sunny here in North Carolina, so that's really important. And it keeps the soil cool, and it retains moisture. So that you don't have to water as much. What we're gonna do, this is organic wheat straw mulch. I really love this mulch because this is an organic material that just composts into your mulch over time. And it increases the nutrients in the soil. This also protects the soil, and it keeps the soil from eroding because sometimes if you don't have mulch on soil, it can become really hard and compact. And then when you water, the water just runs off and it doesn't actually sink down into the roots. And so, yeah, like I said, mulch is the most important thing that you can do for your garden. Okay, Menchie, this is your garden.
So
How are you
pretty,
feeling?
so beautiful. I like it. It's a lot better than the last one.
I can say that as
Yeah.
well. This is a complete and total upgrade. So to maintain this, I want you to keep watering it because you don't have irrigation yet. We're gonna work on getting you some.
Okay.
So stay on top of watering because it's really hot. Every day, every other day.
Yes.
And make sure that you water specifically where we planted the seeds.
Okay.
Just until they kind of come up and germinate and get going. And then as far as fertilizing, I personally try to do like once a month, once every other month in the growing seasons. All right.
Sounds good.
I'm handing it off to you.
Yes, thank you. Of course, I'll always ask you too. I'm gonna be there and ask you.
I am right over the fence, girl. You can ask me anytime.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Hey, Menchie.
Hey.
How are you liking your new garden?
Oh my God, I love it so much.
I have a challenge for you.
What?
You have 30 days, and I'm coming back here, and we're gonna see how you are keeping up with this garden.
Okay.
I'm watching you.
Sure.
Well, it's been 30 days.
Yes.
Look at your garden.
I know. Look at that. It's grown.
This has actually exceeded my expectations by like so much. I wasn't expecting it to grow this much. It's only been 30 days.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it looked like when we planted it out?
Just little. Like, I mean, you can even see the plant when we started, but now look.
I know. Some of the things were even seeds. For what it is, we packed so much in here.
Yeah.
This is the biggest garden you've ever had, right?
Yeah, and pretty one.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. It's so easy. And then I will make my green tea lemonade. I will use the mint that we have.
You gave me some of that the other day.
Yes.
She brought me some green tea.
Sweetened green tea lemonade.
And then she was like, and I put the mint in it from the garden.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God.
It's so good, right? I like
We've come
it.
full
It's so
circle.
refreshing. You put the mint, it's
Yeah.
so refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next you're gonna be making me some sinigang
Yes.
from everything that you grew here. And I'm like
Yes.
so excited for that. So go get your harvest basket because
Okay.
we're gonna see what we can
Okay, I will.
what we can harvest after just 30 days.
Okay. Look at this.
Your first harvest basket,
Yes.
and it's only been 30 days. It's only been, and look at all this basil. You have all this
Yeah.
beautiful basil. And look at this sunflower.
I know. Look at all the flowers.
I know, this is so
I remember
beautiful.
with it just like this short.
I know, it's grown
now
so
look.
much. I know, and then you guys added this other
Yes,
bed over here. And look at this rose plant. And it was just sticks.
Yeah.
And then we added that Fox Farm, like the soil conditioner, and look at it now.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. It looks so healthy. And then we've got all of your containers that we
Yes.
planted. They're looking so good.
Yeah. Look at this mint. Remember, we just started like just this little
Yeah.
like that, and look, it's all over now.
I told you, you're gonna probably have to control that mint or else it's gonna get out of control. Like you
Really?
might have to prune it a little bit.
Yeah.
But that looks so great. All that, the native flower container
Yes.
looks amazing. Your blueberries look amazing. This other rose plant that was just a stick.
Yeah.
And it-
That came from there. Remember we?
Yeah, we dug it out of the ground and now it looks like nothing ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I'm leaving you with your garden. I think you're fully capable.
Yeah.
You've taken such good care of this garden over the last 30 days.
I love my garden, Megan. Thank you. Thank you, Epic.
You're so welcome. I'm so glad that I was able to do this with you. I mean, we built this together, so yeah, it's just been such a special time.
Thank you again.
You're welcome.